Could this former Phoenix big man be returning to the NBL soon? Alan Williams was asked if he was keen for a return to the NBL after taking the season off, and he said if my phone rings, I'll answer it for sure. Which honestly would be sick. Would be great to have him back. He's 32 right now. He just had a baby, so he's definitely in that settled life. He wants to come back to Australia. His partner wants to come back to Australia. And I'm sure there's a couple of teams that would happily take him on. So let's go through those teams that he could potentially come into. Let me know down in the comments who you think he would be the best suited for. First team is obviously Sydney. They want another big man, and Cam Oliver probably definitely is not returning next year after the ins and outs that he's had with Gorge this season, which sounds like a good idea, but people were complaining about Cam Oliver's height. Well, fun fact, Alan Williams is the exact same height. He is 6'8" as well. That does not solve Sydney's crisis for needing a proper big man 7-footer. It just might not work like the way that they want, and the spacing with Xavier Cooks might not be there as well. So it is definitely one of those things that sounds nice, but it's just not the right fit for Sydney. The other big name that's usually been thrown around is Melbourne United. They could always use for like another big man. Marcus Lee is here till the end of the season, so let's see how he goes. If he doesn't return, that Alan Williams is definitely a possibility to come down to Melbourne United, especially if Joe Luau-Chu doesn't return to the NBL. They're definitely the big two, but I think there's a few wild cards, one of them being like the Perth Wildcats, depending on the Keanu Pinder situation. He is a free agent after this season, so if Perth don't choose not to bring him back and choose to go in for like another import big, Alan Williams is definitely an option for them. And the other one is probably Tasmania. Yes, they have Will Magnay, but he's never healthy, and I know Alan Williams is never usually healthy, but if they time it right, at least one of them will be healthy for the most part. And you saw the success last time that the Tasmania had a backup big man in Marcus Lee. They won a championship, so this could be the option. This could be like a decision that they choose. I think those are the big four teams that could possibly use his services. I don't think he'll end up at Cairns. I think he'll ask for too much money for what Cairns can offer him. And every other team will have a big man already sorted out. Like they're probably like the spots that probably need that 5-man right now. But in any case, I would happily love to see him come back. He's always a lot of fun. He's always a lot of charisma, a lot of energy. He's like a more positive Montrez Harrell. But yeah, let's see what happens with this situation.